Judge Greg Mathis.
Honored leaders of our country, Governor Pritzker, my governor from California, Gavin Newsom, my fellow clergy, the beautiful Jackson family, and my dear colleague, Rabbi Sharon Brous. The psalmist knew it well. Reverend Jesse Jackson knew it well. Every person sitting in this sacred place knows it well. Hinei tov u'manaim, shevet achim gam yachad. How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together in harmony. I flew to D.C. in 1967 to join Martin Luther King in an anti-Vietnam protest rally with clergy from all around the country. There I met Reverend Jackson. It was a conversation with him that changed my life and my journey. He invited me to join him in several events, one in particular to speak at a memorial in Philadelphia, Mississippi, remembering Schwerner, Goodman, and Cheney, two Jews and a black who were murdered trying to register blacks to vote. A blessing traveling with Reverend Jackson is being able to experience his insights and vast knowledge of the world, its cultures, leaders, and politics. This was his theological vision of social justice and activism. He has been the pastor to the world in life and now in death. He challenged no-talk policy while negotiating with despots and enemies. His life was dedicated to no talk, then no action. No one could talk with Bashar al-Assad, with Hezbollah, Hamas, which is why Prime Minister Shimon Peres welcomed us to Israel to learn from his friend, Reverend Jesse Jackson. This is why our visit to Belgrade to gain the release of 3 American soldiers, one of whom is my friend and Mr. Gonzalez, who is here today. He knew how to convince Milosevic to release the 3 POWs. In my tradition, the Talmud discusses being a prisoner is the hardest of all suffering, and teaches that a synagogue may even sell a Torah scroll to fulfill the commandment of redeeming the captives. And now a promise I made to Reverend Jackson 2 decades ago that I can now fulfill. We were sitting alone and he said, "When I die, tell them the truth." We were discussing the fallout from his conversation regarding his growing up in Greenville, South Carolina. A reporter published a reference made about the Jews in New York without asking Reverend Jackson what he was referring to. It led to a number of Jewish leaders calling Reverend Jackson an anti-Semite. I know Jesse Jackson and have traveled the world with him since 1967. There's not an anti-Semitic bone in his body, nor in his mind, nor in his heart. When 3 Israeli soldiers, Goldwasser, Negev, and Shalit, were captives, their families thought they were dead. Reverend Jackson met with Hezbollah, and he got from them that they were alive and well. We met with the families in Tel Aviv and told them the news that they were alive and well. And they hugged, and they kissed, and they cried Reverend Jackson so they couldn't stop. That's not an anti-Semite. So Reverend Jackson, could reach out to Gorbachev, gaining the release of numbers of Russian refugees to come to America. There's not an anti-Semitic bone in this man's body. I want to tell you a story he told which influenced my whole career and my life. He told me the story of Muhammad Ali, who was in a non-title fight and knocked down bloody in the 8th round. His corner told him not to come out, but Muhammad Ali got up, wiped the blood, came out and knocked out his opponent. Afterwards, Muhammad Ali was asked, "Mr. Ali, you were told not to go out. How come?" He said, "The ground is no place for a champion. We are all champions. There's no ground for any one of us." And now, when Reverend Jesse Jackson enters into the pearly gates, above all, God will welcome him with this greeting. "Oh my God, you're Jesse Jackson. You are somebody. You are somebody. Come work with me. Come work with me. I need you. The world needs you to keep hope alive. Keep hope alive." God bless you, Jesse Jackson, and your beautiful family.